Hello, hey, howdy, and what's up? In my last video I finished Sketchbook 10, so now it's time to start Sketchbook 11. As you can see, I've already thrown in some random stickers all over, in no particular order. What I usually like to do on the first page of my sketchbook is take stock of materials and goals and write down some things I want to explore. Like that. So I guess we're done here. Thanks, like and subscribe, bye! But wait, there's more. I honestly didn't know what to do first. I had written the ideas on the first page to look back on, but not to actually draw them yet. It's not like I procrastinate a lot, but I hadn't really thought about what to draw until I was staring at the page. One thing I do know is that you can't start with a dull pencil. I was looking at this book and I started reminiscing on how I used to toss my brothers across the room when we were little. It was always a good time. So I decided to start drawing luchadors from the references on Pinterest. But then I remembered that last year I made an awesome Mexican-inspired D&D campaign with my own luchador character. His name is El Martillo, or the Hammer, and he is a Goliath barbarian like Grog on Critical Role. You can find his background and all my other characters for this campaign on my Instagram page. As you can see, I spent a good while sketching the body. Luchadors are not muscular the way WWE stars are with the six-packs and the shiny skin. Most of them are thick and stout, pretty much like Jack Black, so he was perfect for the Nacho Libre role, which if you didn't know is based off of a real priest in Mexico that directed an orphanage. At this point, I was finishing up the underlying body frame and started to add details like the knee pads. Because he's a barbarian outside of the ring, he has arm braces and a fur-lined costume. He also has the tattoos all over, including a tiny sombrero just above his belly button that makes his belly look like a face. Luchador costumes are very bright and colorful so you can see them in the ring. Some luchadors even have shiny embellishments. El Martillo has blue tiger stripes on his costume. After the details were finished, I did the line work really fast. I came in with the gray Tombow markers for his skin. Because they're water-based, I could use my watercolor brush to soften any lines that came from the marker. I watercolored his costume base color so later I could come back through with the Tombows and Poscas for extra and more saturated details. Here you can really see the face and sombrero on his belly. When imagining big guys like this in D&D, I'd like to think they're more of a giant teddy bear until you make them angry. I used washi tape to square off a section for the background, and I gave it a nice blue to go with the blues and purples on his costume. I decided to do an outline of the square so it can stand out from the page, followed by some lettering. figured I would do 3 pictures on this page and a big one on the next one, so I started prepping the area, and everything was going great until it wasn't. I lost 2 minutes of footage and I thought that was bad, so I recorded this reaction. While editing, I realized I lost an additional hour, so here's a dramatization of me trying to pull myself together. Let's have a moment of silence. Yes, very sad. Anyways, as you can see, I did a close-up shot of El Martillo and a lucha libre scene on the right. I did base coats of watercolor and I was coming back around with the color pencils to do outlines, details, and shading. I came in with a black Posca to get the dark ropes in the foreground and a yellow Posca for the surprise lines coming off the other luchador's head. I decided to call him El Limon because his outfit is lime green. I decided the background was too empty, so I decided to give the luchadors an audience to fight for. I figured about 4 rows was enough for a small town on some wooden bleachers. El Limon is on the outside of the ring, giving El Martillo, the inside of the ring, the high ground to jump down on him. So I needed to draw the second set of ropes in front of the audience. It was giving heavy comic book vibes, so I leaned into it and put a text block for what the announcer might be saying at this moment. As you can see, I like to jump around a lot while I work. I started the base layers for this close-up, and while that dried, I came back to the text block. I came back to the close-up and did some shading and detail work with colored pencils and Tombow markers. Working with colors is still kind of new to me. I used to do everything in black and white, so now in my sketchbooks I'm practicing color theory and trying to figure out what colors work with each other and how to get good saturation. Every time I thought I was done, I would find something new to add. I put shadows in the fur to make it look fluffy. I gave El Limon a speech bubble for his last words. I went back through with the black colored pencil to make all the shading a little bit darker. I also ended up putting a picture of El Martillo with an actual hammer because I didn't know what to put there. I honestly might cover up with another scene or something later. Since we went with the comic book style, I gave the scene heavier outlines and action lines. Just like that, we're finished with the first 2 pages of Sketchbook 11. I think this is the point when we do glamour shots. Thanks for watching me attempt to do an actual drawing video. Please like and subscribe and comment what else you would like to see out of these drawing videos. Also, feel free to check out other stuff and things on my Instagram page. With that, I'll see ya when I see ya. Bye!